Joanne from Living is Giving, and we have an amazing event May 29th, and one of our great speakers, Natasha Questel, is here with us. Hi, Natasha. How are you?
I'm great, Joanne. It's great to see you today.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much for coming in and helping us with this great interview. We want to tell people about our event. So let us know a little bit about you and what you're doing and how Happy Planet is going.
Yeah, sure. I came to Canada over 20 years ago, and like many people, I'm an immigrant to Canada, and my early days here were not always easy. I had my moments where I really needed to reach out and ask for help, and it's been an amazing journey. But, fast forward to today, I'm president of Happy Planet, which is a food company that services markets in US and Canada. And so one of the things that I love is the opportunity to be able to speak with you and to support you today around this notion of how giving back, especially when you've had moments earlier in your life, and it can be really meaningful and can really change lives and really change your own perspective.
Yeah, that's amazing. You've got quite the story. So what was the greatest thing that you learned coming to Canada?
That you just never know in life, what's new to expect. I think when I first came to Canada, I'd never seen snow. And one of the fun things that I learned was, there's always change that you need to embrace in life. And so I will admit that my first year in Canada, getting acclimatized to a very cold climate, having come from the Caribbean, was, learning to deal with change.
And why did you come to Canada?
I came to study. I grew up in the Caribbean, and as in my early 20s, I always wanted the opportunity to see the world and to have opportunities as a woman in business to have equal opportunities. And I found I'd reached a certain point in my career where I was getting stuck, and I thought education would have been a great way to open those doors. So I got a partial scholarship to go to the University of Western Ontario and do my MBA. So that was the motivation for leaving, the ability to use education as a way to open doors and to have an opportunity for a better life.
That's amazing. Tell us about you were mentioned in Forbes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Forbes was actually some work that I was doing with the company at the time. We were looking to get people aware around more sustainability and some of the impact of sustainability in business. But the editor at the time, she was actually more interested in my own personal life story, and she specializes in a piece that focuses on women in business. But I think what was interesting on how she approaches it is the notion of a lot of vulnerability and how women as leaders can be more vulnerable in terms of sharing their life experiences and what they've done. So it was an interesting moment for me to open up about some of my background and some of the things that were hard for me, including going back to the beginning of growing up in the Caribbean and sort of that being from a perspective of not having, and that being the notion of not having embedded in me this notion of constraint living, and sometimes creativity can come from when you don't have. So it was an opportunity for me to tell my story about where I came from and how some of that fueled who I am today as a woman in business, and why some of those early moments have been really pivotal to who I've become from a leadership perspective.
It's amazing when we think we're struggling at the time, but when we look back on it, it really made us who we are today, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
I think it's great. And I think we're going to be featuring, a few charities, two of which are Basket Brigade Canada and Operation Underground Railroad. With Basket Brigade Canada, we help a lot of people from all walks of life. It's incredible how many people need help, especially now this past year.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things you said to me early on, Joanne, was about the fact that a lot of the people that you're helping are also single parents, single moms. And I myself am a single mom, and the struggle is real. I know you also understand that dynamic. And I think the truth is that nowadays with the pandemic, the opportunities to feel connected are fewer and fewer. And so, the ability to still have that moment of connection and feel powerful that you're giving back is a true gift. And I thank you for all the hard work that you do.
Thank you. Well, we love delivering food, so we still are, one of those essential workers that gets to still get out there and meet people, which is wonderful at a distance. But we still want to make sure that we're delivering that love and happiness of the food, because people are so grateful. People have been registering for the event, and I've been talking to them, and they just say, oh, by the way, thank you so much for that food at Easter, or for that really large delivery, because we got a large grant this year. And they're so grateful, and it's so honest and from the heart, and it's so nice to hear that they really appreciate it, because it is a lot of work, but it's nice to see the results that, yes, we got them the food and they're happy, and they had that feeling of, wow, I've got food in the house. What a concept, right? That certainty is so wonderful for them.
Absolutely. I'm such a fan of what you're doing. You're not only delivering food, but like you say, you're spreading love and happiness. And when you said that, or every time you say it, I get goosebumps, because it's such an amazing and powerful emotion in terms of what you're trying to do. And it's one of those things where, just the ability to feel that on a day-to-day basis, and to know that it's not just about delivering a parcel of food. It's the emotion and how you're touching the lives of people and spreading that love and happiness, not just to other people, but even to yourself right now, in terms of feeling, like I said, I struggle every day during the pandemic with the moments of how can I feel like I'm doing good in this world when there's so much negativity, and it's tough to find optimism. And I think what you're doing right now is a fantastic forum to just reflect on that and to be part of that movement.
Well, I've really learned, in this environment of personal development I've been in for quite a while, I've really learned that when you feel down, or when you feel some sort of negative emotion, which we'll be dealing with at the event, we want to talk about that, really give back, go and help somebody. That'll get the focus and show you that your life's not that bad, I have no problems compared to other people. And it really makes you feel good. It feels good because you're contributing, you're giving. It's one of our 6 human needs, right? Contribution. It's amazing. And that helps you grow. So it's an amazing feeling to be able to help other people, which is the whole point of starting Basket Brigade Canada.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's really,
and I think, I was, I talked to a lot of people, exactly what you're saying right now. The opportunity to do that and to feel good. You're right. It's one of the ways where I've had discussions with people who are across the board struggling with the pandemic and trying to figure out, well, what are ways I could feel good about myself right now? And giving to others is probably one of the ways that we can, being kind and loving and spreading that happiness. And sometimes you have to remind yourself, because we're sort of caught up in this world right now wearing masks, and it's put a mask over our own emotions and our feelings. But again, I just want to say that, for me, you personally have given me a moment of joy in terms of the ability to do something right now, and to be able to connect with other people.
That's wonderful. Thank you. That's what we want to do. We really want to talk about philanthropy at this event, and how can we give to other people, even if you're smiling at someone under your mask. Your eyes still smile, right? When you smile, people can see that, they can feel it. And I think that's important. So maybe some people don't have anything to give, no money or something like that, but they can still give and help out.
Exactly.
We have some families coming, some seniors and some other family members that are actually recipients of our food. They actually want to come and help and give back, because it makes them feel like they're contributing, they can do something. And they're so happy to come. And they're working hard and packing bags and sorting food and everything, or driving out if they have a car, right? It's so exciting to be able to give them a platform where they can actually do that. And the event on May 29th, that's what we're going to be talking about, as well as how the world is changing, because we really are caring for other people and giving back. Even in small ways makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got some great speakers too. So if you're hearing this for the first time, we've got John Gray, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. He's incredible. His book has been translated into many languages all around the world. And Udo Erasmus, who is co-founder of Udo's Choice. If you go into any health food store, you'll see his Udo's oil, which I love. I have that omega 369 every morning in my smoothie. And we have Natasha from Happy Planet. So tell us a little bit about Happy Planet.
Yeah, Happy Planet. We like to think of ourselves as a happy bunch of people doing right for people and planet. So our vision is all about creating a happier planet. And a lot of what we do is through sustainable food choices, But one of the reasons that I love working for Happy Planet is because at the foundation of what we do is really about giving back. We like to talk about how we like to roll up our sleeves and do good by the community. And so the company's had a long history of giving back to local communities.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And in terms of the people rolling up their sleeves and also volunteering time. And I think that's the part of what you do too. When you're a company that believes in a certain set of values, and for us the values are obviously, when you're called Happy Planet, it is around happiness. And we talk about love as well. You know, a lot of what we do, we provide food. And so our soups and smoothies, food is often consumed over a moment of love, whether it's sharing a meal or, you know, sharing with friends or family. And so I think a lot of what we stand for as a brand is reflected in what you're doing, Joanne, in terms of really bonding over food and happy times in terms of holiday events. So there are a lot of similarities in terms of, I think, the values. So I think it's very cool. I work for a company that is values-led and believes in helping people and the planet. And I think fundamentally that was what drew me and drew the organization in terms of what we do to organizations like yourself.
That's great. You know, we love to help people. And I think that heart in a company is so important. That's why our logo has, you know, the heart in it for this event and for Basket Brigade Canada as well. If you notice, it's a heart on top of a plate. You know?
I did notice. I'm all over logos, you know. I love logos. Our logo, Happy Planet, looks like a smile. So yeah. We're in the same.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I noticed that the other day. I thought, oh, it's a smile. That's
a smile. It's a smile around a planet. So it's like love. I love the planet. I love people.
That's so amazing. So we're so looking forward to having you at the event. And we're going to have a really fun, positive time, because that's what we really want to create, because I think we need more of that. You know, if you watch the news and stuff, it's like, no, we need to be positive and happy and look towards some kind of a compelling future, you know, and how can we help other people? So we thought, you know, what's a great thing? We could feed people, which is Basket Brigade Canada, and then rescue children. OUR, Operation Underground Railroad, they rescue children from human trafficking, which is like the biggest business ever now. It's crazy because they make so much money. You know, you can sell a drug one time, but you can sell a child multiple times, which is sickening. So we want to stop that. We want to put an end and put our money where our mouth is, kind of thing, and really raise some funds for both of those charities. So
it's amazing, you know, as a mom to even think that that is something that happens today, that kids are vulnerable from that perspective. And I did look into Operation Underground too, and it's amazing what they're doing. And, you know, I encourage anybody to check them out, but it's staggering. This is a real problem. And the fact that this occurs, it really makes you open your eyes to the fact that there are things that we don't always see and know, but are real problems. And I just wanted to say, as a mom, you know, it's when you look at it and you're like, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine.
No, but so glad they're doing that. They've even actually filmed a movie about it as well. That's coming out soon. So that'll be really interesting to see. But we'll play a clip from just their promo video that they have. It's very powerful, and it'll show everybody really what's going on, because it's a serious topic, you know. So we thought feeding people or rescuing people, that's a great thing to do for our event. So that's what we're going to be doing, which is wonderful. So look forward to having you there and having Happy Planet be a part of it, because it's going to make everybody happy, right? Which is
I'm really excited, and I'm excited about the roster of speakers that you have today. Udo and John Gray and Mark. I think this is a really impressive roster that you've assembled, and you know, even the fact that you've been able to garner such well-known and recognized leaders in the community. I'm really looking forward to what they have to say.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to being inspired.
Yeah, exactly, and you'll be one of the people inspiring as well.
I'm just saying, I'm going to be inspired by them more.
Which is great. Yeah, John's been around for a long. I've known John for like 20 years and Udo for, I don't know, about 14, 15 years. And they're good people, you know, like they have a heart and they really care about people, which is wonderful. So it's so nice to be associated with people and work with people like that. I think it's important that we surround ourselves with people that we love and that are like us or better. you know.
I'm excited. I mean, I remember getting a copy of John's book. I was still living in the islands, and I still have it at home. I read that book so many times. I'm such a fan.
If it was a live event, I'd get him to sign it for you, but somehow.
I'd bring my old copy, like probably the original print of it.
Well, all of you are, it's funny, all of you are on the West Coast. I'm in the East Coast. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. But we should have a lot of fun. And it's actually going to be quite an international event. We've got, you know, contacts in Europe that are going to be on, and people on the West Coast. So it'll be a multinational, multi-country event, which is what we're looking for. So it should be a lot of fun. I just want to have a good time. We'll have some prizes and giveaways, and we'll have some people will have on Zoom in private rooms where the speakers will come in and speak with them, and some people will be on Facebook and YouTube watching it live as well. And there's actually some free tickets there. So if somebody wants to join us, please go to livingisgiving.works, WORKS. And we'll put the link below. But thank you so much. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that we're so glad to have you on our board as board chair of Basket Brigade Canada. We're so excited.
Oh, thank you.
You're bringing so much to it, and all the new board members we have and the other board members, just the mixture is so incredible, so diverse and so committed to making a difference in the world. So I think we'll be doing that definitely. And with this event, May 29th as well.
Definitely. I'm so happy to be a part of this this organization. And as you say, the board is extraordinarily passionate and talented. And, you know, I learn every time I hear, but, you know, one of the commonalities is just that humbleness in terms of everyone on the board, in terms of they've had that moment in their life where they personally, what you're doing and what this organization is doing every day has been really relevant to them from a personal and emotional perspective. And that creates so much passion and energy and fulfillment. And so I want to thank you for also filling my bucket and for filling me with love and happiness in what you're doing, Joanne. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on May 29th. Take care. Have an amazing day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.